Joining us on the dais is Syracuse head coach Quentin Hillsman. The student athletes for Syracuse are Tiana Monagahia, Miranda Drummond, and Kiara Lewis. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then have questions for the student athletes, and then questions for Coach. Coach?
First of all, I want to say congratulations to South Dakota State. They deserved it. I mean, they really played hard, very good team, and we knew that coming into this game. We knew that when we had these three teams in our pod here, we knew that they would all be really, really good teams, really good, very worthy opponents, and obviously that held true today. You know, at the end of the day, you can't, end the game 1 of 11 for and a 16-2 run. That does it alone. You got to do a better job of closing games. And at the end of the day, it's my program, it's my responsibility to get us in the right positions to be successful and score and defend. And that's where I let them down today. I got to continue to get better, continue to do better jobs, and to put us in positions to be successful. Players work hard, our staff work hard, and when you fall short, it just doesn't feel good because you know how hard you worked and how much time you put into it. I want to be in a position to where nobody can ever write disrespectful things about us in articles and pick us to lose before we determine to even start. I've been on upset alert for 13 years, and it's getting a little old. So we got to do a better job of not being on upset alert, and then also getting upset. I don't view this really as an upset because I think they're a very good basketball team and they're very worthy. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be sitting here anymore feeling that from day one that we have, situations where people feel that we don't have a chance to win a game. We work too hard for that, and we're going to continue to be diligent in our work ethics, be diligent in our recruiting, be diligent with our players to become a better program, and I'm going to do everything I can to become a better coach. We work very hard, and we want to make sure that every time we step on the court, that we're very much respected, and that we are expected to win the game.
We'll start with questions for our student athletes. In the back.
Nick Alvarez, Daily Orange. Tiana, seemed like they were running with you guys all night, I guess, and playing kind of within the momentum of the game. I guess what is it like seeing them just keep on hitting threes as you guys answer them?
Yeah, it was tough. They were making a lot of shots, and a couple of their threes were wide open. But we as players just have to do better in that zone that we play. We've been running it all season, and I guess we just didn't run it to its full potential. And then on the back end, we couldn't score. We couldn't make a shot. Shots weren't dropping. We might have been getting fouled a little bit, but yeah, just nothing was really going for us in the last 3 to 4 minutes.
Lindsey Kramer, Syracuse.com. Kira, same thing for you. What did you see them at the end there when they were closing out? You seemed pretty well in control. You had a rally, and then all of a sudden, like a switch went off. Takes to the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Like Tiana said, they had a couple of open threes, and we just didn't close them out. We left them open, and like Tiana said, we came back on the other end and couldn't score. So we really wasn't guarding or scoring. So it just went downhill from there.
In the back, right here.
Eric Black, Daily Orange. Tiana, the offense obviously struggled a little bit more than usual, looked a little bit sloppy. How much of that sloppiness was unforced errors on your part, on the other team's part, and how much of that was South Dakota State forcing those sloppiness?
Yeah, it was hard. They had good defense, when we were penetrating. They had good D. It was tough.
Dakota.
Dakota Palmer in the News House. Tiana and Miranda, as seniors, you know, what do you take away from this season? You went 25-9. Obviously, it's a tough loss today, but overall, I would say you had a pretty good season. So what do you take from that?
I guess I'll start. Just to learn from our mistakes. Basketball is in both of our futures, so you know we're going to continue playing. But you know, I thought we played hard this season. You know, we had our fans, you know, backing us up from day one, and you know we really appreciate our fans, and it's just, you know, it's a tough loss. There's a lot to take away from it. I don't know. I can't pinpoint.
Yeah, one thing I'll take away from it is really just like a lot of things. I mean, this is the last game. I don't know what I'm doing, but like everything that we did throughout the season, and for it to end like this, it's like still surprising a little bit. But yeah, just to play to the very end, every game, one game at a time, and really just push hard in the off season, work harder, work on other things, shooting, penetrating, defense, attacking, everything. Work on everything so that no one can guard you.
Lindsay?
Gianna, you sort of alluded to there a second ago. What will go in your decision about whether to declare for the draft or not? And have you made that decision?
No, I haven't made that decision yet. And
We'll go into it. What will be some of the factors that you take over?
I don't know. If people are interested in me, I guess. I have no idea. I don't know, really. I have to talk to my parents and family, and yeah, I guess if teams want me, maybe.
Any more questions for our student athletes? Thank you, ladies. We'll take questions for Coach. In the back.
Coach, obviously, South Dakota State had some success from three tonight, especially in the third and fourth quarters. Do you attribute they had some open looks? Do you attribute those open looks at all to mental lapses in your defense, or was that just South Dakota State attacking that zone well?
It's a bit of both. We were playing unsettled. When we're making shots, you know, it's different. We're into the game 1 of 11, so it means that we really couldn't get into our pressure, and that's our game. You know, we got to make shots so we can press. And you know, they made 2 threes in the fourth quarter. So at the end of the day, it was 2. But you know, the one they hit on the left wing was a real tiny one. That's one thing they put them up 5, and we came out and we didn't score again. Then we fouled them. So you know, they had some timely threes, but they hit 2 in the fourth quarter. It wasn't tough.
AJ.
AJ Fabry, Citrus TV. Coach, this was certainly a game of runs, especially to start the fourth quarter, the 8-0 run. You were fired up coming off the bench after the timeout. Do you feel like your team got a little bit too caught up in the emotions down the stretch and it kind of fatigued them when South Dakota State went on the run?
Not at all. I think that our emotions and our energy, that's why we took the lead. So that was the reason. I thought that we got energized and we started getting some stops. We started creating some turnovers. At the end of the day, we're energized. That was a situation with South Dakota State. they were fantastic. When they moved the ball, they got some backdoor looks on us that they weren't getting early in the game. So I don't think it was anything of that nature. They just ran a good offense, and we had some breakdowns, and they got some stuff on the back end because we were playing unsettled. We wasn't able to get into our pressure.
In the front here, Dakota.
Coach, after the game, what'd you tell your players, especially the younger players? What was that locker room like?
1, 2, 3, win. I do that after every game because it's never as good as you think. It's never as bad as you think. You got to go home, watch tape, and reflect on it. But the one thing that I can say is that we're 25-9. We had a fantastic season. Had some fantastic players. Have a fantastic staff. Fantastic administration. The dome is the dome. When you say the dome, they're not asking where you're playing at. It's the dome, right? So at the end of the day, this is a fantastic place, and I got a fantastic team. And we just want to win. And we want to get better, and we're going to get better.
AJ again.
Coach, a season that had a lot of ups, some downs too. Just playing in the dome, does that kind of make this loss sting a little bit more, knowing that it was in front of a couple thousand Orange fans?
Nah, we could have played this in the rec center. It would have still stung the same way. A loss is a loss, you know. But you do fight to get home court. You know, we talked about that all year long, trying to get home court and to get 2 games here. And you know, we win here. And tonight, you know, South Dakota State was the better team. They really came in and they played fantastic. I can't give them enough credit.
Lindsay.
You have a lot to go over in the offseason. You heard Tiana say she's going to think about her options. As a coach who wants her best interests, what's your assessment of, is she ready? What should she consider? What should she think about? What's your opinion about her in the WNBA?
I mean, Tiana is a fantastic player. And when we recruited her and we got her here, one of the things that I told her, the first thing I told her on the phone is that I want you to have a long professional career. I want you to be in the draft. I want you to get drafted. I want you to go to the WNBA. I want you to go play in Europe. I want you to fulfill every dream that you have. If Tiana's ready to go, she should go. You know, if she's ready to go and they want to draft her and she's a high draft pick, she should go. You know, I'm never gonna tell somebody don't follow your dreams and don't do, you know, what's in your best interest. I'm gonna support Tiana in whatever she decides to do. If she decides to go to WNBA, I'll be in the draft room with her. If she decides to come back, we'll be in Milo and player development. These are like my daughters. These are my kids. I'm gonna support her to the end. So whatever she decides to do, I'm with her.
No further questions for Coach? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.